Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. These were the bread and butter cars that you saw all around Europe in the 80s and probably some other parts of the world. But let's get to the point. Let's see what we got for you right now. We have a 143 scale resin model Ford Escort MK4 Turnier. Turnier is basically wagon for other folks that may not familiar with that term. It's a station wagon of the Ford Escort. Now this is the Ford Escort in from Europe. From Europe, we had remember the Ford Escort was a car that it was made in different parts of the world, in Europe and North America. In the North American for Esco was a little different. Well, not just a little, quite different. And until not too long ago, they used to produce the Ford Escort in North America until the 90s. No, probably early 2000s. But yeah, till you right now. Example, the European Ford was produced until 2002. But let's go back to the this generation. This is the fourth generation of the Ford Escort, which it came out in 1986 all the way down till 1992. Just so you know, this model was assembled in many different countries. Example, just so you know, it was assembled in England, in Spain, in Germany, in Argentina, in Venezuela, in Brazil. So that's about seven different countries around the world, which are basically in Europe or South America, which this is the model that mostly sold in those continents. Not sure about Australia. I would have to find out, or New Zealand, or Asia, or which. Because remember, again, they had two different Ford Escorts. So some countries had both models: the North American Ford Escort and also the European Ford Escort. Which I don't find that to because they were very different. I don't find that to be a problem at all. It was quite different in looks. All right, don't forget the Ford Escort. They came in different body styles. They had a three or five door liftback, which was the most common ones. And then you had a three or a five door station wagon Turnier, or you had a convertible also. You had a two door convertible, and also you had a van. You had a van, in case for the commercial folks that trusted Ford, so they needed like a small van. They had a small Ford Escort van. Not a bad choice, not at all. These cars were super popular in Europe and also in, I'm gonna say, South America, because I seen them everywhere. Let's talk about engine, guys. Engines on these little beauties. You had quite a big lots of options. I'm guessing depends on the years and also depends on the countries. But I'm gonna mention them all real quick. Oh, by the way, the Latin American engines, they're separate. I'm gonna mention both groups. First, I'll mention, I guess, the ones were sold mostly everywhere except probably mostly everywhere. Let's keep it like that to make it simple. You had a 1.1, a 1.3, a 1.4, a 1.6. All of these were gasoline engines, four cylinders. All of these were four cylinders. And then you had diesel. You had a 1.6 and a 1.8. Those were the diesel engines. Now for the Latin American market, I see you had a 1.0, a 1.6, and a 1.8. Four cylinders, all of them. But the 1.0 didn't have that in the European market. So I guess the Latin American market probably demanded even a smaller engine. Usually less consuming the better. Transmissions, you had a 4 or a 5 speed manual transmission, or you had a 3 speed automatic CVT CTX automatic. I'm not sure what they mean by that. But that was so you had automatics and you had, and don't forget again, I keep saying when I see European brands that make or model European models, because this was the four from Europe, when they make automatics also, I really like that because it gives people different options. All right, guys, I'm gonna go around a few times and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. So, what do you guys think about this nice little station wagon? I tell you true, this era of the Ford Escort, I find it a little bit more attractive than the North American one, because the North American was a bit too squarish, little squarish car, but this one was a little more rounded, or it gave a little bit more shape around their headlight. I don't know, it just gave me a little bit more of a modern look. But I like both of them because I also like the North American, the very first ones when they came out, like in 1981. They were very, very cute at that moment. But I like these two. I like both of them. I cannot lie. I like both of them because the North American one had a charm. It was one of the very few smaller cars that were made in America, so it was quite rare to see that. Usually, smaller cars in North America that were either Japanese or Europeans. But going back to this one, so let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about these cars. Did you like them? Does it bring you memories? You probably saw them all around Europe in the 80s and probably even 90s. Let me know. Do you still see them around? Were they reliable? All right, guys. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate. Thank you so much for you know give me a beautiful thumbs up. Shows that you're supporting the video, that you like what you're seeing. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and the bell next to the subscribe button will remind you when I'm posting more videos. And don't forget to comment below, like I mentioned before. Stay safe more than ever. Oh, before I forget, you see, I'm getting old. I am getting old. This is a resin model. I wanted to make sure I say that before I forget. It's a resin model and it's made by Neo. And going back to my ending, stay safe more than ever. Goodbye.